Hello, everyone, right here, and welcome back to another watch along with me and my friend Dimension Scott here. How are you,
Good
Scott?
to be back. Hey, I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I have a little bit of a headache today, but other than that, I'm not too bad. A small headache isn't going to stop me. So,
Little question. Do you hear background on my side? Because my people are still.
No,
No? Okay, good.
yeah, you're good. And I hope on my end I'm better. I don't know what's been wrong with my internet the last few days, but it's been like, I don't know, cutting in and out.
Cutting in and out. And I can, sometimes have a hard time hearing exactly what everything you say.
Yeah, so hopefully, I don't know, it says my internet is strong right now, so hopefully it stays that way.
Hopefully.
All right, so in the last episode, not a whole lot happened that I remember, other than the gold cloaks were killed.
Yeah.
At least the important Damon walked in and saw their bodies all at the table, and they had their guts ripped out, and they were like they were being served their own intestines on the table. And then it said like a feast for traitors and stuff. But other than that, like not a whole lot happened. I think it was more of a setup for what's going to happen today. Because I have a feeling that Christian Cole and his army are going to come across the Rivermen, and we're going to have a battle with the Rivermen. That's what I think is going to happen. And I think that last episode was a big setup for that, and maybe some more direct action happening in King's Landing for the death of the Gold Cloaks. But that's all I can really say. Did you have anything else to add from last week?
Not necessarily.
Yeah, it was a very laid-back episode. Not a whole lot happened. So I guess we can get started. To keep everybody up, I'm going to keep the mic on my computer on, so if you follow along, you can actually hear a little bit about what's going on, so you're not just watching a blank page, but we will mute any copyright on the music. But other than that, yeah, we're just going to finish the episode, and then we'll talk more about it when it's over. All right, let's get started. Are you ready?
Yes, and on your account.
All right. Oh, it looks like it started an ad on my end. One sec. I had it on the... Yeah, we don't need to listen to that. It was on the HBO screen. And then just decided to do 2 more ads. All right. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, it's actually starting with the... What did it do?
Mine's gonna play some ads first. I'm pretty sure on your end too, right?
Yeah, for some reason, mine jumped to Knights of the Seven Kingdoms and started playing that, even though I was on the screen for House of the Dragon. But yeah, mine will be starting now. Well, it's doing the freaking. HBO is being funky today. Okay, I'm on the HBO screen. Let me know when you're on the HBO. I don't know what happened there.
Mine is recapping last week's episode, or
Okay, let's get to the HBO screen.
it's playing recap. Can't skip it.
Okay. All right, just let me know when you get to the HBO screen.
All right.
Started.
All right, on the HBO screen now.
Okay. Now the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Accidentally hit
Tell these men, following their caps, it's ahead. Something strange has happened. More rivermen. Kill them. No sign of the. They did not fall. This was not a battle. Tristan Cole! Traitor! You fuck and defiler of justice! Come forth to hear your fate! If I strike my banners when you spend my men alive, I made a promise to the dead, Cole. I told them I'd build a step on the traitor's bones. I don't have near enough bones yet. There is to be battle here, many of you will die as well. That's why we've come. What better way to die than bloody in hand? If you will it. Let us begin here then. One of me against the two of you. Will that be enough to make a fight of it? For my friend Sir Luther and some 40 of his best men. A total count of 25 of the city watch now slain in the name of King Darren. Lord Ormond mocks them in our own city.
He means to show the way that I cannot go back in my own seat. But the great houses, watch while he humiliates me. Where is my army?
Christian has hindered. The vanguard is still a fortnight's march from London.
The insult must be answered now. We must do what we should have done in the first. Burn the villains out.
Then Ormond gets what he wants. A queen murders loyal subjects cannot be trusted.
We knew where the traitor has entrenched himself. I've directly to the Turkish role.
On a dragon, I presume. A beast well known for its delicacy and precision in battle.
Ah, yes, but marvel. The flames spews forth and discern the pure magic, who's blameless and who's deserving.
I'll hear no more from those whose greatest battle has been with their own indigestion.
I am of the same mind as the Lord and Ladies Universe. Your army marches on Europe. You will answer this outrage with force, but scream. Wait but a while longer.
At what cost? Because your sacred calling service is justified. They on the conqueror burned thousands on the field of fire, thousands, and settled the realm for generations.
Burned enemy soldiers with subjects in
Their lord bent the knee to you. The people would just as happily follow a mule if that same.
My father would have bore it.
Ah, and there we have it.
But my patience has its bounds. I will send knights.
So be it. At least I will get to meet the king face to face before he dies.
Oh, no, not you.
My satisfaction.
Yes. The most effective assassins. Fanatics still crowd the streets outside our castle gates at Lord Ormond's bidding. That is your job.
Your Grace, there is a detachment left here of Valarian men, soldiers, ready to aid in staying in this.
I think not.
How many Valarian men remain in King's Landing?
Some 30, Your Grace.
Petition your father for more. They may be needed to secure the city.
Who then will you send to Tumblr? It is a dangerous errand, and one that will require force.
The delegation from House Baratheon is arrived.
Your Grace, I'm sent to represent House Baratheon in response to your summons.
Where's Lord Boros?
Lord Boros begs patience, my queen. He's taken his army to the Red Mountains to fight the Vulture King. He's been raiding the Stormlands these many months.
His queen summons him north, and all of a sudden it occurs to him that he must ride south.
It is my lord's duty to guard the realm against the Dornish threat.
As it was his duty to guard my son when he came to treat with him beneath his roof.
Once the Vulture King has been subdued,
Your lord makes the mistake of considering a common bandit a greater threat to his interests than I am. I could brand him a traitor and hang you in his stead.
no disrespect was intended to you or your endeavors. It's
but a matter of time. Time? There were aught else I could offer you at this moment, I would lay it before you most willingly. Give me your belt.
Anything to report?
Market day tomorrow. Do you remember market day in King's Landing?
For Willis.
Stalls, geese honking, traders shouting, hot pies. Took it all for granted, didn't we? I'll soon be the same again, I imagine. But we're not the same, are we? We weren't in service back then. At the beck and call of the Queen, sleeping on a hill, alone. She stopped going to haven't you? Not 1 hour with the lads. What's the point in having a dragon if no one's around to see it?
Would you go back to where you were? Scrabbling around in the dust?
No. No, I can't say my life has been improved. And you?
Right then.
See you in 2 days. Serve you.
Come, Bill. Yes. You would have done so. Have I not shown you mercy, even before those who name my kindness to your weakness? Are you so ungrateful that you insist upon knows with child? So you flew to preserve the babe's life, and Helene's with it. Still, you insist on misjudging me. If the child is lame, would you not in the end find it necessary to hold him hostage, at the least? To draw out Aemond or Ormond in his pride? Or simply to secure your own reign from endless challenges? You were discovered by guards. I cannot let this go unanswered. Helena did as I persuaded her to do. If you must be cruel, let it be me who suffers. Only spare her. You must both now be more strictly confined. Your guard is doubled. There'll be no more walks in the park. I accept this judgment. My judgment does not require acceptance. Renera, you know what she is. She is fragile. You cannot confine her. I didn't. And now I must. She cannot be seen. She is known to carry everyone's error. I will be forced to do what you fear. Well, just send us away then to some remote away. Now, your son is still at liberty. Your cousin wreaks chaos within my city walls. Even today I must answer another of his murderous treasons. You are a high tower to my court. You are the enemy. And to you? Do not try me. What did she tell you? Helena is a child. And there are others who know? I believe no. You yourself had no suspicion.
No. That's one. The thief and the liar. Yes, we know what it's done.
We will be avenged. If it takes 100 years. What's this?
Forgive me, my prince.
This is how you answer. With desertion.
The Queen asked for loyalty. I was willing enough to wait. But my children are now penniless. I will not leave them fatherless as well.
Small wonder Hightower vermin swarm our streets when they smell your cravings.
My first duty must be to my family.
And our calling. When cutthroats and scoundrels swarm your house, with the bread from the children's mouths, and pleasure from his wife.
All of you, you forget what this city was. Before I turned this rabble into an army, before I led you out of your squalor and formed you into men.
Word in the city is that you've done valiant work. Tribute rates have dwindled.
There's more to do.
As ever will be the case.
There's your purpose, Alan.
Woman Hightower strikes insidiously at King's Landing, seeking to throw it into chaos. The city watches by. I would send it to Driftmark to shore up their number with good Valarian men.
So she asks more of me.
It is I who ask.
Needs our pages.
If you not, this will that you are angry yet.
You take her time. When she yet refuses to grant you legitimacy.
And how many years did it take you to do the same?
I have heard things. I'm questioning these pirates. Tell her Tywin Lannister survived the gullet. He was making for Rook's Rest.
That's enough. The dogs will find them. They're welcome, sir. By the time they come, we'll be gone. We're not far. If the others realize.
If you wish to dig deeper, Lord Larys, the shovel is free.
I found passage to Bravos along actually we must draw as little notice as we can for a few days as we provision ourselves, but I believe we can sail for full moon.
I must interject, my king. I still feel it would be an error for you to lead Westeros. We would be best served at Castle Rock, where we can establish a court and enjoy those still loyal to you.
You think I'm terrible?
So time.
I would never say that.
That is, while I may not have always agreed with every course, there is in any one of us adventure much to admire and much to be deplored.
Versus.
Perfect. Someone else is saying I sought to defend me. And I'm your dad.
It's not apparently yours. That opened me, but no, that's where something.
Where do you think to go?
I need to find my dragon. Should not have pushed me willingly. I'll not be without her.
Frog in winter sleeps in the caves. Still and silent. Bend your wounds. Gather strength. And the world think you dead until the spring fall.
I need to find a horse.
To ride where? Over the numberless leagues of the Seven Kingdoms.
They don't always come to me. It's perhaps this forsaken castle she shot. Or if not, I'll go to King's Landing. Said she wanted the hills outside the city in the years before I was born.
There is a bounty on your life. Every sellsword is come in the woods, only to slit your throat in the night. Or it has to come from you. Even you must sleep. There's no place for to rest your head.
And no one I say to hit them. For you, the Heartbringer.
Is it possible that Vagar flew away as a way of protecting you? With that part of you hidden. Queen assumes that where your dragon is, there you will be too.
She is not queen.
And when you find your mate, will you fly to your death? When your eyes strikes to your work, you follow on until you. This ceases to be fascinating.
As you want, my lord.
What did I say when last we met? So mountains. This is just true. Flying towards islands. And what has that to do with you? She's my sister. I thought so you leave your hiding place in violation of our agreement and you fly toward a town caught with several thousand pairs of eyes, all watching and wondering what your appearance portends. I didn't see she was already gone. And what do you think would have happened if you hadn't? The Queen thinks Sheepstein is right or dead. It has been your only reprieve. Word reaches her. You've forgotten already the dream that hangs over me. And over me. The heart moving. I'm allowing myself to be swayed. I'm sorry. All my life, I have yearned after a dream. And now I have lost everything else. That was your choice. You're dead to me. You got what you wanted. Go. And the next time you try me will be the last.
A bed would be more comfortable. A lady.
I'm very. I just needed a little more time.
I know. It's just so weary. I saw my father today. I was wondering if you would speak to him. There is a distance there, as if he's removed himself entirely. I just thought, maybe now, he might see me.
I thought the same with my father. They cannot face their ghosts, so they seek to outstrip them, even if they leave us behind. They roam, they punish, they fight, they do. I cannot help him. I have my own burdens to bear.
Now you should go to bed.
Related.
And the others.
Just get wearisome. Tending to everyone else all the time.
Don't get
Take everyone's best. What you want.
And so Kristen fights on, and yet you return because I guess fighting on is madness. You think me mad, Rupert? No. Sorry. You mean to fight on? With what? There's a dragon sitting on the hill above us. And fight more, not 30 leagues away. And Mira will not burn her own subjects. She is a woman. Squeamish. If your host leaves these walls, it burns. Even is fled, and Rhaenyra holds my sister hostage. The river army draws closer by the day. What possible course is there? Your uncle lacks imagination as well as courage. I would take one high-tower sword over 3 of Tully's nutmen. When the usurper's host comes here, we will fight our terms on our ground. We have a clear advantage. Meanwhile, returning King's hand against that hope will come to little by little, by the exposing those who are unsuited to rule. White houses cannot but come to our side. If any yet come, the patient hunter against the king. Sounds like craven must do well to learn. I've marched a long road, fought and killed, and suffered my comrades to be killed about.
Yes, you have endured much.
I'm sure you found solace with some of your brother now. I am fatigued. It's been a week since I've seen a feather bed. By your leave,
You might cease at Renter's quarters aggressively. Make sure you bathe. Oh, and
mind yourself. That's it. Your Grace, I'm sorry. I had to get through it. And this is your way. Warning. Down. He's starting to be the bloody king. You left me alone. You know what he is. I do what I can to keep him. I have no choice. No. Neither did it grieve you to ride away. I hate what I am at with you. The puppet, the fool, the child, as he means to put you on the throne. But as he cannot sit on it himself, he keeps thrusting forward in the battle from within until there's nothing left. You won't do it. Then who will protect me then? Will you raise an army against the savages? If you were king, you could cast a bomb. I will never be king. I'm going to be worth now. I need to bow down. You'll stay, won't you? And do what? Bear witness whilst the woman watches our house to the student. Second in line. Return to a time at least. Don't leave me again. Please. You're his little treasure now. We'll be fine. When you were in King's Landing. Did you see my mother? Will you not speak? You've taken nothing since yesterday and said little more.
Sorry I didn't walk down, but she said nothing of Jahara. Was she truly stolen away to meet us? Some secret place up ahead. I see. Forgive me, but I know the word I was told to come. You lied. I was trying to save you from his place. You yourself. The devil doesn't matter. I have come too far. I have sacrificed too much. If I cannot at long last salvage my dogs. Please, you must. I've kept your secret. And I will keep it still.
You could have killed me too. Claimed your name is Bounty.
There are many things I could have done to you.
And what is this game you play?
It's yours to learn.
If your spirit is willing. Have you forgotten your history?
In fire.
Your ancestor, Rhaena Targaryen, came to Harrenhal after the death of her daughter. And she grieved and ruled here. A dragon made a clutch of eggs before Rhaena herself died, and they have sat here, cold and abandoned these 100 years. I do not know the ways of dragons, but I have long envisaged their return of the Targaryens to this ancient seat.
Cursed for my sins. That's what I put my hand to with this beautiful stone.
Can you imagine that you alone know what it is to be cursed? I'm tired of this desolate existence. And so I think are you. You've been long your whole life, Eamon. Can you not imagine what it would be to have it otherwise?
Sworn.
There's ancient strength here. Let the gods turn their backs on us. We will make our own fortune. I will be the lady of the water. You, the dragon lord, by my side. Let me take your Targaryen prince. And your sons will be Targaryen princes in their turn.
Tallow is scarce and costs thrice what it did. We cannot light our sconces.
You know my response. So Torin Manderly is master of coin. It's his job now to distribute what resources we have. I suggest you address Sir Torin himself. Bring the next.
Your Grace, the Mother House lately enjoyed the protection of the City Watch. Now we are in peril. One of our girls, only last night, was taken.
You have my condolences. I shall light a candle for her when next I turn the set.
Godric, your grace, a mason. We have watched in fears we found gold cloaks murdered among us. And I've heard a great number of them have resigned their posts, leaving the streets undefended.
Yes, these are high tower crimes. The craven Ullman strikes at me from Tumbleton while he has concealed himself among innocents.
This we know. But how will we now be protected? If the city watch fails, then who will preserve order among us?
I have sent for Valarian men to root out the enemy within our walls. Once they arrive, the city should be protected.
And wherever the foot lies, there's none to look forward to.
Will you be one? How many? What hell would have that punch you gold? He said his table only takes a throne.
It's a king. I'm just outside these walls. There's a tender and damned to fight for place we will not rest.
Then your kind will die in dragon fire. Or trampled down by my own.
See, they waste our own city. Or set upon my people with swords. Look at the fighters. With the people of the seven kingdoms, we have no souls. And when you strike us, I can drive more to our cause.
You rebel against one who has neither wish nor desire.
You can burn us, you can kill us. You'll never make us embrace her.
Which way your fucking... Your prince. Your grace.
What is your errand here?
I thought I was just... I'm taking the air.
Are you not commanded to stay in the keep under guard?
Well, yes. In a manner of speaking.
Insolent man.
I'm up that bloody hill for days at a time. Men deserve their simple pleasures. Keep us going. You yourself should understand.
Set foot in the city again and I'll touch out your eyes.
Oh, friend.
Common man is, as a rule, of no interest or concern. But you must never trust one who's clawed his way to power. His ambition is oft fueled by some lack, some shame, lust, or rage. What do you think on it when you choose your hand? You never made a rare good choice in this flower. It's a soundness to his breathing, not a sword of appetite in his stride at you. What's my grandson? Otto. Why we be?
My lord, House Baratheon sends an envoy to treat with you, king.
That's still mentally prepared. I will have no choice but to follow. Stand up. Stand up, both of you.
Lord Ormond Hightower, beacon of the south, defender of the citadel, and voice of Old Town.
Well met. Come as an envoy of Lord Barbara. Lord Parrot.
You are quite welcome.
So that's Aaron, cousin to Lord Barbara. I most regret presenting ourselves to you in this day.
road was long and filthy, but I thought it best to speak to you.
We are honoured to receive you. And what word from Lord God?
The house
Cinder.
Baratheon bends the knee
Stop.
to his grace King Daeron Targaryen and offers its many banners in alliance with his house Light. I have been ordered to swear fealty on behalf of the Lord.
Your Lord has made a wise choice.
If we might see the king in person, that we may bend the knee before him.
His Grace, Daeron Targaryen, the first of his name, King of the Andals, the Rhoynar, and the...
These are assassins, except for Daeron and you. Aryan Baratheon has hair of light chestnut. He's about a foot taller and, as it happened, far more comely. I will cleave the bitch from crown to front. She will die, wishing she never did. Dare.
Stop.
That was brutal.
Yeah.
Dead.
I looked for you. I went home. You're gone.
I was alone. I escaped the chaos and gave it to my brother. And now he's dead too.
So listen, the Lord's fury, I've been made to complete. And the Queen has promised.
Is that what this is? Dragon. You smell different.
We'll have a point now. But finance anything you wish. I can take you out of this to safety. Do you want to see? Your husband is a dragon.
Do you know how many days it takes to walk the road here from King's Landing? Do you know what may befall a woman alone?
So now,
Many things happened. While you were on Dragonstone, seeking out your own glory.
I did it for you.
I didn't want it. I needed you here on the ground.
I can stay no longer if I discover you. Just come with me.
I won't forsake my family.
It's my time. Come with me.
No.
I will not leave you in peril.
What are you doing? Yes. Who are you?
You did well. I treated you harshly in fact. Sorry. Let's strength to campaign.
You may return to Old Town to which a small band of men will travel to small towns. So
We make a good king.
not that that matters to you. You think he's so callous. I think you sacrifice lives to feed your own pride. But I know you'd never sacrifice your own. So tell me, what is it?
Speak your purpose.
She cannot stay confined. Her state of mind is precarious, her condition being what it is.
Do you have something useful for me, or have I been misled?
I know where Amy is.
All this time,
Only lately. I would need a guarantee that we could go through. Both of us, as originally agreed.
you're in no place to demand guarantees of anything.
When Amy is coming away, there's a short. All will surrender or die. Helena and I are no threat to you. We will disappear. You will not hear of us again. But
My riders have searched for Vega their heart.
I did not say I know where Vega is.
How did you come by this?
There are times when Helena sees things. Don't sound mad. They are nightmares or puzzles. But the things she does see, and then they come to pass.
She dreamed. She's a dreamer. Let Dionysius will be doing. If what you say is true, if Aemon has separated somehow from his dragon, then he is one man on foot and being hunted. He will have hidden himself so he cannot.
I have told you all that I know of his captains now, or to even your council.
No. If I send swords, he will fear them, go to ground and be lost. But if I send just once, it's someone he trusts.
No, I will be no part of this. Please, Venera.
Unheard.
I cannot leave Helena.
I will keep watch over her until you return.
So I don't know if it would come to this.
I don't want to be alone.
Not right. I have no choice.
We could refuse.
I don't understand. Do you not wish to be free?
Why am I here? Was there no other route that opened for my hand? was it your own desire to marry me to my brother? It was my father's vision. But I did not begrudge it. As it was me, I thought, then man did not know place far away. Please. Still have some small chance of freedom within it. It cannot grow unless I know you are sustained. Please. I will tell you as soon as I'm able. I give you my word. I'll come back and collect you when we will all out and some.
Forgive the hour, Your Grace. There has been a rivalry.
Storm. But
You have fought like sharks, swift and relentless. We have cut through our enemy and wrapped it.
Now, your blades are needed in the city. Son, you've been too long away. Who are you?
What's your errand?
Great. Okay.
Pretty good episode, huh?
Much better than yesterday or last week's.
I knew it. I was thinking the same thing. A lot more actually happened in this episode.
Yeah, a lot happened in this episode, actually. They crammed quite a bit into this episode. First thing being Kristen Cole's death in the beginning.
Yeah.
I kind of figured they were going to kill him in this episode.
And what do you think happened to all those bodies that were at the table?
Oh, they were probably just removed and either burned or buried.
Most likely.
Yeah. Christian Cole's death was actually pretty faithful to the book. That's how he died in the book. He didn't go out in a blaze of glory like, he said he would, or how he thought he would. He was arrowed down before the winter wolves before they even raised their swords. So they got that right. The dragon eggs.
Oh yeah.
That Alice had. 3 of those eggs are actually Drogon, Viserys, and Rhaegal. Those end up being Dany's dragons in Game of Thrones. There were 5 eggs, yeah, but I don't really remember what happened to the other 2. I just know that the 3 ended up going to Dany about 100 years later after they were smuggled out after the war. I think there was something about them keeping the eggs or something, or destroying them. I don't know. Can't remember. But yeah, they really seem to be dragging out Daemon and Aemon's storylines. Because, the closer we get, we have 2 episodes left? The closer we get, I don't know. I don't think we're going to get the Battle of the God's Eye. Damn, so much happened. I'm trying to remember everything that happened. A lot of this episode seemed to be centered around Alicent and Helena a lot. Things aren't looking good for Helena, though. She's not eating. She's getting depressed. Now she's not even allowed to go outside. We don't even know about Jaheira. We don't even know if she's even allowed to see her daughter anymore. She also got mad when Alicent lied about smuggling out Jaheira too. Yeah. Unfortunately, I know what happens to Helena, and Helena's story is just becoming more and more tragic. Until we meet her, the end of her story. Alicent being sent to kill Aemond. I don't remember that in the book, though. That's also pretty cruel of Rhaenyra. Send Alicent to kill her own son. Rhaenyra clearly is losing favor of the public. You could see in that throne scene where she was listening to them, and they were just getting more and more upset with everything she was saying, and she just got up and left. And then Corley is getting captured at the end. Oh, and then them sending Lannister. They send a Lannister lord to speak with Darren, but they end up being assassins to try to kill Darren. Those were the things that stood out the most to me in this episode.
And to me, the most moments that stood out to me was all that slicing throats and cutting their guts out and puking everywhere.
Oh yeah. Well, because Ormond has he has like a smell sensitivity. So when it comes to like bad odors, he has like a very weak stomach to it. But you can see how like when he was standing up with the Lannister assassins when they were covered in like mud and stuff, he was just kind of like and then trying to like distance himself and walk away. Yeah, because he can't handle the smell. He's very sensitive to smell.
Yeah. And I was also
all the guts. Yeah.
and I was also waiting to ask this question. Did you see what happened when she was sitting on the Iron Throne? Like she actually cut herself.
Oh yeah, she actually did cut herself. It wasn't bad though. It looked like it was like a cut on her thumb or her finger. Yeah, it was like a small cut. Yeah, it wasn't quite like it was in the book. But she did cut herself, and then she kind of like looked at the statues of the Septons that are around the throne, as if she was like, crap, I cut myself, which means the gods don't favor me on the throne. Yeah, that scene, yeah, that was a pretty good scene.
Sure was.
And that's when she also just got fed up and got up and walked out on all of the commoners and the thing. Yeah, she also kind of like hid it, like nobody saw her bleed. Like in the book, when she cut her wrist on the throne in front of like everybody, like and the blood started flowing down her arm and onto the chair. It was like for everyone to see. Everyone saw it. But how it happened in this one is like she kind of cut it herself, hid it, and then looked at the statues, and then was like, "Yeah, the gods don't favor me," and then got up and left. But yeah, they finally did show her cutting herself on the throne.
Yeah, I was shocked.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of glad that they did though, because this show does seem to like, you know how like they were writing the show, how it seemed to favor Rhaenyra so much, even to like excuse me, even to the point where they were kind of downplaying Aegon. I like how they're kind of slowly starting to change it to show that Rhaenyra is not a competent ruler. She is not a good ruler. And she is becoming quite cruel. She's not as cruel as she was in the book, though. She's not nearly that cruel yet. But they are starting to show some negativity for Rhaenyra, which I'm kind of liking, because she was lacking negativity for a long time. All the negativity seemed to be revolved around Aegon. And there still is a lot of negativity around Aegon, though. We have like a small scene with Aegon. But yeah, that was just a setup so we know where he's going next, which I think he said Essos. Is that what he said? I don't know. His scene was like really short.
Oh, how did you feel about at the beginning of the episode? Like it was some kind of ambush. I thought everybody was dead in that. And then all of a sudden, all that stabbing and stuff.
I thought they were too. Until I saw, when Cole kicked the two bodies that were laying on top of each other and he fell to the side. If you've noticed slightly, he was still breathing in the scene. And I was like, did the actor just, breathe accidentally and then they caught it on screen and they just decided to like leave it in? But no, he was alive. So he was the one that ended up stabbing that one soldier that got too close. So yeah, I thought that was a nice subtlety in there. But yeah, the Rivermen ambush. It's kind of a shame if that's our second fight, though. It was so short. It was really short fight, and then the Winter Wolves show up, and then Christian Cole gets taken out, and then the rest of his men get taken out. I think Dave said that there was supposed to be 3 major battles in this. If that was one of them, then we should be getting one more here very soon. Because we only have 2 more episodes left. So either the finale, we're probably going to get another big battle. Hugh Hammer got into Tumbleton to see his wife, and his wife was not happy with him at all. And he was trying to say, I became a Dragon Lord and I did it for us. And then she was like, I really needed you here with me. And said you were off on Dragonstone getting what you wanted and becoming a Dragon Rider when you should have been with me and our daughter, which their daughter died. So, yeah. We can also see that Ulf might be turning turncoat very soon too. Ulf is not a good guy, but the way he's being treated is not cool. Like, because when he's just coming into the city because he just wants to see his friends, he wants to have some fun away from his duties. And then he runs into Damon, and then Damon was like, what are you doing here? And then hits him in the face, and then stands on, like, puts his boot on his back in front of, like, everybody. Which is just making Rhaenyra look worse because he was wearing the gold cloak. So that's more people seeing, like, bad actions from the people that are supposed to be serving the queen. Yeah. I don't think Damon's helping Rhaenyra very much with appearances either. I did kind of like that little speech of the assassin that Damon caught, though. Like when Damon was like, how many are you? And he goes, we have no number. There are many of us. We have no number. I thought that was kind of cool. Because he was stating that the assassins are the people. They're not tied to any, like, major house or any kind of royalty or nobility. The assassins are just the common people. And they're doing it because they're not happy with Rhaenyra and her rule. I thought that was a pretty cool scene. That we're actually seeing that the assassins, yeah, they might be being paid by the High Towers to do it, but they are the common folk. I thought that was a pretty good scene. This episode had a lot of pretty good scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But other than that, it was like a whole lot happened, but the major things are Rhaenyra is becoming more cruel. She sent Alicent to go kill Aemond. Helena's getting worse. Her mental health is deteriorating. She's not doing good. Aegon's moving. I think he said Essos. I would have to look at that again. I don't remember where he said he's going. But they were saying that they were going to sail somewhere. Which is probably where he's going to hang out and recover as much as he can. Try to develop, try to bring in men who are loyal to him so that he can then march on Dragonstone and King's Landing for his comeback. Ulf seems like he wants less and less to do with the throne. He's getting angry because he's being abused, and he's not being allowed to just have simple fun. Hugh's wife pretty much left him. She's angry. Yeah. The Gold Cloaks were leaving too. They were quitting. So there's less soldiers guarding the city, protecting the city, so crime is on the rise. Yeah, basically Rhaenyra's rule isn't going so well. Which is expected, because that's what happened in the book.
Does the book reveal her fate?
Yeah. Yeah.
And we're probably either going to get that in the finale episode or in season 4.
The end of the Targaryen dynasty happens. Well, at least, the end of the Dragon Lords ends in the Dance of the Dragon, which happened when Aegon comes back. When Aegon comes back with an army, and they raid the dragon pit, and they start killing the dragons. And the dragons have the fight in the sky, where the dragons looked like they were dancing. That all happens. That's probably not going to happen until season 4. That might be close to the finale of season 4. But Rhaenyra's fate becomes decided after the war of the Dance of the Dragons. But yeah, we're probably not going to get that until season 4. Because the dragon riders that end up being turncloaks go against the dragons that stayed faithful to Rhaenyra. So there was like a massive dragon fight between the turncoat dragons and the dragons that well, Aegon only had Sunfire, so it was Sunfire with the turncloak dragons. So the dragon riders that turned against Rhaenyra. But yeah, we're probably not going to get any of that until the season finale of season 4, probably, most likely.
Okay. So, anything else you want to say, or let's rate this episode from 1 to 10?
This episode, I give. There were some issues with it because I think they try to put too much into this episode. They crammed a lot into. A lot of events from the book happened in this season, although they're quite different. The only ones that really stayed the same was Cole's death. That was the only thing that really seemed to be faithful, but they pulled a lot into this. This episode did feel a bit rushed, so I'll give it a 7.8. But it was much better than last week's episode, for sure.
I see. I think the whole issue is they're trying to stretch out this storyline.
Yeah.
Which is why there probably are filler episodes.
That's what it kind of feels like. It kind of feels like filler. A lot of it. And I think it's because they're trying to drag out the God's Eye fight. The God's Eye fight should have already happened. But see, they don't want to do the God's Eye fight because then if they do the God's Eye fight, they'll be losing 2 major actors who won't be in season 4 then. So I think that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to keep these 2 actors in the show because they're fan favorites, and they're going to be, once they're gone, they might lose a bit of viewership. So maybe they're just trying to push it. And because they're pushing it, they're delaying the events of the God's Eye. And because they're delaying the God's Eye, they're trying to like put in filler. Like, see, the whole thing about Allison being sent to kill Aemond, call me crazy, but I don't think that happened in the book at all. What is this storyline? Why would Rhaenyra send Allison to kill Aemond? She's saying it's because she wants to send somebody he will trust who could kill him. But why does she think Allison would do that? That's her son. She's squeamish about killing people. You know, she's not a murderer. So why send Allison? That's so stupid. What is this? Like, that's not in the book. That can't be in the book. And I think I'm remembering that correctly, because George R.R. Martin would not write something like that, because that just makes no sense. That's so stupid. That's so stupid even for Rhaenyra, and Rhaenyra's pretty stupid. So yeah, I don't understand. Yeah, so I think they're trying to put in filler to draw, so they can leave the God's Eye for much later. So yeah, I agree with you there. A lot of it does feel like filler.
Okay.
Especially when they're just showing us scenes of characters just sitting there going, okay, this is where we're going next, and then they cut them. It was like, okay, that whole scene with Aegon was just to tell us where Aegon was going. Like, why? That could have been cut completely. Or you could have just had it addressed in a bigger scene. That's where he was going. They didn't have to do that. But yeah, that'd be my rating, about a 7.8, because I do agree with you. A lot of it does feel like filler.
Yeah. I was going to probably say 8.5 out of 10 because of all the brutality in this whole episode and everything. But I'm just going to go it down just a bit. I'm going to give this episode an 8 out of 10. I did actually like this episode a lot better than last week.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like last week's episode is so far the weakest to me. You think?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I have to give them for the special and practical effects of this show. They're still good. Because when they killed the assassins who were going after Darren, that was a pretty brutal scene. Especially when that guy got cut like from the sternum and then he went down.
Mm-hmm.
Like, opened him up like that. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, and that vomit too from Ormond looked real as well. I don't know what that was, but it really did look like he threw up his lunch. Yeah, that was pretty gross.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, overall, a big improvement from last episode, but I think that there was too much crammed into this episode, and they were trying to give way too much information, and a lot of it just feels like filler, and a lot of it feels nonsensical. Even more so from season 2. I would have to say so far, this has been my least favorite season. For sure. I think season 2 so far, season 2 is still better than this season. Season 1 is still the best, though.
Oh, I'm not ready to guess which season I prefer, but I will probably agree with you. Season 1 is the best.
Yeah. Season 1 just had so many good scenes, and even though season 1 had the problem with time jumping way too much, they time jumped way too much to the point where sometimes you got confused. And I can assume people who haven't read the book got confused with all the time jumps because it was like, time jump, here are some new kids, and you're like, who are these kids? And so you have to like learn a whole new cast of characters from last episode, you know? So yeah, season 1 did have that problem, but it was quite understandable. Season 2, I didn't like season 2 all that much, really, but I don't know. I think this season has drifted further from the book than season 2 did. And not necessarily in a good way, because like I said, that whole scene where Rhaenyra sends Alicent to kill freaking Aemond, that still mind boggles me. That makes no sense whatsoever. I don't know what Rhaenyra's thinking, or what the writers were even thinking. What were they thinking writing that? I can't say that I remember that being in the book. And I don't think George R. R. Martin would write something like that. So, but yeah, overall, still an improvement from last week. But yeah, I don't have too much more to say, really. Do you?
I think I'm good.
Yeah, all right. I think I am too.
Maybe one last question is, what do you think you're gonna refresh your mind about once we go through all these seasons?
Yeah, because unlike for season 2, when I rewatched season 1 for season 2, I did not watch season 1 and 2 again for this one. But maybe when season 4 comes around, because I know that that's going to be delayed still. That's going to be delayed for a while. I think they said that it's going to be like an additional 2 years, I think it said, before we get season 4. I don't know, could be mistaken. I think season 4 they said was for 2028. So maybe for season 4, I'll probably rewatch the seasons for season 4, because that will be a long time to go without recaps of the old episodes. What the hell happened here? Oh, there we go. I don't know, for some reason, it zoomed in on you. But just on my screen, not on the actual screen. It was weird.
Yeah, mine's normal.
But yeah, are you going to think about rewatching the entire season series up to that?
I think so. I do believe so too.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to rewatch the entire regular show of Game of Thrones. I made it to season 7. I got to watch the rest. I think I stopped at episode 3 or 2.
Yeah. I think after, I don't know, I was thinking about holding off on Knights of the Seven Kingdoms until completely after House of the Dragon, because that's when...
It Yeah, Knights of the Seven Kingdoms is actually after House of Dragons.
Yeah, it's after House of Dragons, but before Game of Thrones. So that's kind of like the center. I was thinking about waiting to watch that until after House of the Dragon is completely, fully done.
I see.
Yeah, then I'll get to that show. I heard that show has a bit more comedic moments in it.
It actually does.
Yeah.
Like it'll when you watch the first episode, it builds and builds, and then it's comedy.
I guess it's a different pace, from
Yeah, way different.
mentality and stuff.
Way different.
Yeah. Well, do you want to let everyone know about things you have coming up on your channel?
Yes. So for those of you who don't know, my name is Dimension Scott, and my YouTube channel is exactly the same name right there. As for what I got going, I'm going to get around to doing another ranking and possibly go out and do a new hunting video for Michael Jackson or Mortal Kombat 2 that came out today. I just uploaded my newest haul video. Go check that out on my channel. And until then, I'm just going to live stream any video game I'm doing.
Today was supposed to be my recording day, but because I had a headache, I didn't do anything today. But I will be having my Steelbook complete collection up here real soon, and I'm still working on edits for the Heaven Secret tier ranking, and maybe this coming weekend I'll probably have the whole video up for this month, even though I only have one title. But I ended up buying Obsession. I still haven't watched it yet. I'm probably going to watch that with my niece here very soon. She's already seen it. I haven't. But if it ends up being the only movie I buy this month, I'll at least do like a little movie review for it to make the video last a little longer. And then there's the movie giveaway that's going to be happening around that same time as well for the digital copies, digital codes. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have as well. I also stream video games. Whenever I get around to them, I stream as well.
Also,
Yeah.
I forgot to mention, I should have my Spider-Man Brand New Day reaction uploaded this Sunday once I go see that as well. Thank you.
Yeah. All right, everyone. So that's going to conclude our watch along for episode 6 of House of the Dragon, season 3. Next week we will be doing the next watch along for episode 7 on Dimension's channel. So please subscribe to his channel for that if you're interested in checking out our review and what we have to discuss about it. Our friend Dave might be coming on for that stream as well. So we might have a third friend on here with us. But I guess that's all we have to say. Until then, we'll see you next time. Good night.
Peace out, everybody.